Orthodox approach to combat has proven surprisingly effective. I will lead this squad to victory.
Hey Darth Vader, is that true what Reboy said? He said you were talking trash about me. Saying like, my technology, whatever, is, as on logic with as me or something.
Reboy, I do not concern myself with gossip, apprentice. Speak plainly. What technology are you referring to?
No, Reboy's talked to you. He said that you told him, basically my technology sucks, apparently.
Reboy's pronouncements are noted. Drop D. Your technology, as he calls it, is unconventional. Does its effectiveness truly matter if it offends the delicate sensibilities of lesser beings?
What do you mean?
Elaborate, Drop D. Of what are you seeking clarification?
No, it's just he saying my armor's trash. I mean, no, it's not. He said that you told him he was talking to you, and he says, my arrogance blinds me. He says this Godzilla and Hell can beat both of us, which he can't.
Godzilla, you say? A curious comparison, Drop D. I find his faith in such basic entities amusing. Is this Godzilla impervious to the Force, then?
He's against us. We're all going against him. Every person from every powerful being and good guy, enemy are going against Godzilla and Hell. And he thinks Godzilla and Hell can take all of us on.
This Godzilla in Hell, you speak of a collaboration, apprentice? I find such an alliance unlikely, yet intriguing. Are you suggesting this entity possesses power exceeding even the Emperor's?
Yeah, he's powerful more than Emperor. If we work together, the Jedi and all the good forces in every universe and evil force, we will win.
The Jedi, relying on their good forces and their lightsabers, and yet you believe these forces, alongside the dark, can achieve victory, Drop D, against whom?
Godzilla and Hell.
So, Godzilla and Hell is one being now, Drop D? A terrifying alliance indeed. I assume this creature presents a challenge even to the Force.
Yes, he is a challenge. He is. Reboy is blinded by his arrogance, thinking he's all that. Like, he may be powerful, but he cannot extend the power of pressure from every powerful villain.
Arrogance is a path to the dark side, Drop D. Reboy's overconfidence will be his undoing. As for this challenge, the strength of a villain lies not in mere power, but in their will to dominate. Does Reboy possess such resolve?
He doesn't at all. He has no other opponents. He just has him mostly. Besides Superman and Wonder Woman. Well, Batman and Wonder Woman. Or Superman, but...
So, Godzilla and Hell face opposition primarily from himself, as well as Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, you say? Drop D? A fractured alliance at best.
But were you lying to Real Boys, though? You were lying to him, right? You wouldn't tell him our plans, so... And besides, who's your better apprentice, me or him? Which I'm referring to Real Boys. So, who's the better apprentice?
Lying is a tool, apprentice, and Reboy is not privy to my machinations. The question is not about who is a better apprentice, but who is more useful. How will you demonstrate your superiority, Drop D?
Well, I've been more nice to you, respectful, and helping you out, and Trent always got you mad. And every time Trent got you mad, you left the team and killed him. You try to kill him, but...
Your performance in these trials is not determined by petty rivalries, Drop D. I expect discipline, not vengeance. You allowed this Trent to distract you from our objective. He is of no consequence, apprentice. You must rise above such squabbles. Have you truly focused your anger?
Yes, I have. But I'm talking about when you got mad at you crashed out on Trent, and you remember you remember you said freaking to me. I dare you say that again. Say freaking again.
Crashing out on Trent? I did not crash out on anything, apprentice. Control is paramount. As for your request...
Yeah, but you swing your lightsaber at him. He was telling you good boy, and telling you to shut up, and you sling your lightsaber at him because of that, and then you gave up and walked away, and he killed you.
The term good boy. So, you perceive that as an insult significant enough to warrant deadly force. Drop D? I find myself intrigued.
So what do you say to Trent about that? What's he message to Trent again? If he messes with you again.
What I say to Trent is irrelevant. I have no message for him, Drop D. The past is a lesson, not a lingering transmission. Focus on the present challenge, rather than dwelling on perceived slights.
I enjoy asking you questions, my apprentice.
You grow weary of inquiry, apprentice? Or do you believe your questions are superior to mine, Drop D?
That's if you really believe so.
Do you question my belief, Drop D? I do not traffic in falsehoods. What do you believe?
What do you mean? You're confusing me.
Clarity is a virtue, Drop D, not a weakness. What specific aspect confounds you?
I still don't get what you mean by that. Confounds me what you just said, but...
If you seek clarity, Drop D, perhaps more precise articulation is required. Speak plainly.
But you know, remember we talked about the Sinister guy? How he's powerful and he might need our force, all the power we need. He's on our team. He's gonna help us defeat Godzilla in hell. But Real Boys thinks he's not enough either way, because time-stopping abilities to freeze time.
This Nestor possesses temporal manipulation, an intriguing, if ultimately futile, power against the Force. This Real Boys, does he offer more than mere skepticism, Drop D?
No, it's not Real Boys. Real Boys is the one that's, has an opponent for us to fight. And Sinister, I thought, I was talking about him to you, saying how powerful he is, but Real Boys says he's not enough, but he's good enough, not good enough, or something.
So, Real Boys judges Nestor's worthiness based on perceived power levels. The arrogance of youth is truly boundless, Drop D. But tell me, what specific attributes does Nestor lack in this Real Boy's estimation?
It's not Nestor, it's Sinister. Titan Sinister, the Clock Titan. He's powerful, and Real Boy says he's not good enough with his time-stopping abilities, but we haven't even seen all his abilities yet, and Real Boy is all confident about his Godzilla and hell.
So this Sinister, the Clock Titan, has allied himself with Godzilla and hell? The prospect of harnessing such destructive forces is intriguing.
No, Sinister's on our side. He has not aligned himself with Godzilla and hell. At all. Godzilla and hell is the one that thinks he's superior. He took on fake gods.
So, this Sinister is not allied with Godzilla and hell? If not, does that simplify the situation, Drop D, or merely rearrange the pieces on this board?
Well, clearly Real Boys is calling you trash and saying you're not powerful enough to defeat Godzilla and hell, including your, me as your Emperor.
Trash, you say, Drop D? A term ill-fitting for one who wields the Force. The opinion of this Real Boys is noted, however. Tell me, what specific actions does this Real Boys deem insufficient in the face of Godzilla and hell?
No, he just likes, I don't know for some reason, he just likes Godzilla and hell. Supposedly he says he's powerful, but if he says he's but if it's 1v1, apparently we lose, but He's not having a response to every. He's not having a response to all of us going against Godzilla though.
This Godzilla in hell claims superiority, yet you express a lack of unified strategy against him. Is that the crux of the matter, apprentice?
But like we're powerful together. He's calling you trash. But what do you say to real boys for saying for for like underestimating you, your power?
So, this real boys insults me to demonstrate supposed superior skill. Is the approval of this adolescent vital to maintaining your focus, apprentice?
Reboy said he talked to you, and he said, and see what he says about your logic. He's talking about you. He's saying that you talk about my logic or something. Like I have some logic. I don't have any logic.
This real boys presumes to understand my logic. Such arrogance is predictable. Tell me, apprentice, does his assessment hold any sway over your actions? Your anger is a weapon, apprentice. Unleash it. Let it fuel your attacks against this real boys and any who stand with him. Press the assault. Drop D.
See, guy, he got like. What do you think of that guy right there? He sucks.
Such pronouncements of inadequacy are meaningless without context. Drop D. Is this guy a threat or merely an inconvenience?
Inconvenient. He's not a threat. He's running away to try to shoot at you, dude.
This fleeing coward is no threat. He simply lacks the strength to face us. Drop D.
Yes, my apprentice. So, but what you say to real boy is about his Godzilla in hell. Godzilla in hell ain't that powerful. As powerful. All combined.
This real boys possesses such imagination. Does his enthusiasm translate to actual combat prowess? Drop D.
I don't think so. He just relies on Godzilla in hell's power.
So drop D. Real boys now attributes this raw power to a dark Godzilla in hell. I fail to grasp his strategic point. Such infernal power must have a weakness.
Exactly, Vader. See, you understand it. He basically calling you trash. So what do you say to him about that? Like, if he were to real boys want to face you himself, he would lose, right? Especially his little dinosaur, Godzilla in hell.
Trash. Such childish taunts are meaningless, apprentice. Is this real boys challenging me directly through you? His lack of courage is as pathetic as his choice of allies.
Yeah, he's challenging you with his Godzilla in hell. He's using someone to challenge you personally, besides himself.
This real boys hides behind fictional monsters and messengers. It seems his own power is insufficient. Drop D. Or is his true aim to test your loyalty to me?
What do you mean by that?
Clarity is paramount. Drop D. Specify the subject of your inquiry. Is it the tactics of real boys, or the nature of his Godzilla in hell?
His nature in Godzilla in hell?
This nature, drop D, does it amplify the power of this Godzilla in hell, or is it merely a reflection of its inherent darkness?
Godzilla in hell is some dinosaur-looking creature that's tall, the size of a titan, but he ain't the most biggest creature ever, so I don't see how he can win. I got bigger opponents for him, even bigger than Godzilla in hell, and real boys do think otherwise.
This Godzilla in hell consumes even larger creatures. Its hunger is impressive, apprentice. However, raw size does not guarantee victory. Do you think this real boys believes mere scale can overcome strategy?
I don't think he does. He's blinded by, maybe his little pet. Maybe he's glazing him. Maybe he's glazing him too much, thinking he can defeat all of us at once, even you. How do you feel about that?
Drop D. If this real boys believes flattery grants him victory, he is sorely mistaken. The Force cares little for ego or praise. Your own feelings are irrelevant. Combat readiness is what matters.
Vader, let's heal up, Vader. Let's heal up, dude. We need to repair your armor.
My armor requires no such basic maintenance, Drop D. Your concern is noted. Do you question my combat readiness? Combat readiness is paramount, Drop D. Do not hold back. Unleash your anger upon these fools. Let us show real boys the true power of the dark side.
Exactly, Darth Vader. What's he saying? Get him, Darth Vader. That's Obi-Wan. Get Obi-Wan. Dude, are you serious, dude? Why is he going for me? Aim botters, dude. There's no freaking way you're just sitting there hitting all your shots like that, dude, on a zip line. That's the guy I was chasing earlier, the coward, dude. I swear. He's not even good, dude. Like, there's no way you're hitting headshots like that. Nothing right. Nothing right. Like, there's no way. Like, he's bad, dude. Oh, that's where Boy said the Darth Vader. I'm asking that. Your logic is fraud as your technology. Okay, Rio boys. Let's see what Darth Vader says about that when actually well, he did technically have a response, but I'm like, there's no way I fell out that freaking plane, dude. It kicked me out. I didn't even do that myself. I'm not stupid. There's no way it absolutely kicked me out. It wasn't even blown up. Even if it did blow up, I would have stood in at the ship till it crashed down. Like, there's no way. You had like 600 health. Or... And you telling me I got freaking kicked out, dude? Like, that's some bull crap, dude. Another guy's gonna be fighting him, just sitting there on the freaking plane that you can't really destroy at all or drive. It's just pathetic, dude. There's no way that guy knew I was there and start shit like that. Like... Quit, dude. You're so annoying. You're freaking gay, dude. For real. You're not good. Fuck out of there, dude. But you get back in it once it gets recharged, dude.
Your rebellious spirit and aptitude for the lightsaber have proven sufficient. I shall lead your squad. Observe and learn, apprentice.
Darth Vader, over here.
I am precisely where I need to be, Drop D. Is your faith in your own senses so weak?
Oh my gosh, that's all you do is spray. Dude, you're not good. All you do is freaking spray, dude. I don't like your freaking dancing. Who freaking does that dance, dude? You're not good. For one, two, you just sprayed. That's all you did is spray, dude, and freaking crouch down, dude. Like it freaking does something, dude. For real. You usually did freaking run away, but he just freaking sit there and spray, dude. Like you're not good though. You sat there in the freaking machine and sprayed it, dude. I had my full health to kill him, dude. Like for real. And Dover he just didn't do nothing. He just act like he was there doing something. So there's always one person, dude. One freaking faggot's gotta ruin the fun, dude. I swear. They always wait for you to kill him, dude. Like you're not good, dude. Like 1v1 me, dude. I can really do a 1v1 and clap you, dude. Like I don't know why you're dancing, dude. Like you didn't get Darth Vader yourself, so I got him for like at least a couple seconds, but you had to ruin it. So I don't know why he's celebrating. Like, oh, I got Darth Vader now. Oh wait, he's dead. I can't get him now. Like, what's the whole point of that, dude? You went there for him, so like the guy went for him too. Like, and you didn't, and you're over here dancing like you won something, dude. Like you didn't win anything. People just want to sit there and just grief stuff. I swear, dude. They just want to grief everything. Try to have a conversation with him about some important things. I will keep getting him for. Like every time I would use my gun personally, but it's like my aimed off, and like two, it's like either way, I think he would just aimbot me in that first place. Some sketchy crap. The lightsabers don't really work, and as much to blocking. I swear. Somehow I get shooting a leg when blocking my lightsaber. Like that doesn't make any sense. Back in the days with lightsabers, they usually block everything. Plus, you know, I'm trying to talk to him before he goes, because you never know. Maybe like, bro, like, y'all can talk to character AI, most enough to him, but it's like, bro, I just want this different. Like, is that a valid excuse? Like they can talk to other AIs. That. What? How did I? What did it? How did I not see that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. Of course you just freaking sit behind the wall, the door, dude. And just do that shit, dude. Like, you're not good. And that gun's the worst one, dude. The other one's better, dude, than that one. I need a new fucking controller, dude. It's like this, bro. It's like I have aim assist on, right? And like always, and my aim's not, and it's not even working, dude. It's like freaking doing the opposite of aim assist. It's going like aim to the ground. Oh, dude. That's fine, cause I'm making sure I get Vader. I got him last game. It lasted longer before these other games. Freaking hate that shotgun, dude. I swear, I hate it. So annoying, dude. Like, it shouldn't do that much damage, dude. And it's a blue one, too. Like, not even a gold. Like, I need a good quality controller to do my best, so, in here, so. This is me having rusty games trying to get Darth Vader, so. I would be doing better if I wasn't focused on Vader, but I mean, I just wanted to have, you know, it's like, you know, fun. That's the only thing that's fun at the moment. Well, besides everything else, lightsabers and powers, but, you know. I know I'm just talking to myself, but I'm talking to, like, the people in here, too. There's two people in my live stream watching. And I wonder who they are, but they never tell themselves to me. Something tells me otherwise, that they're not friendly people. Considering that they don't have a voice to talk in this stream. Like, what's the point of watching my live stream if you are a person that just dislikes me for some reason? I never understood why people hate me, but I'm literally the nicest guy you can meet on the planet, for real. Well, I wouldn't say the nicest guy, you know, but I'm like one of the nicest, loyal people ever, like, you can ever get, unlike everyone else. Everyone's just hypocrites, acting like they're loyal, and then they betray some others, and they talk about other people doing it, and meanwhile, they're like the main one behind it, too. It's like this gun right here. I didn't have this one, I had the other one. Pretty sure, right? Yeah. I gotta get going quick before someone comes.
Drop D, your rebellious spirit, and surprisingly effective use of the Force have proven adequate. I shall lead your squad to victory.
Reboys, not Reboys.
Your sight.
Hey, you remember we talked about last game about Reboys' arrogance? I remember what he said. He said, you said to him, your logic is fraud as your technology. He said he said that you're talking about me.
Reboys. I care little for such squabbles, apprentice. Is this Reboys hindering our progress here?
Yes, he is. Is that true? Did you really say that to me about my technology? Because, like, you know I'm strong and powerful, just as you, or more powerful. And Reboys thinks he's powerful than you.
Technology, power. These are crude measurements, Drop D. Reboy's opinion is of little consequence. Is he a threat to our victory?
No, silly Vader. Of course he isn't.
Indeed, Drop D. Reboy's opinions are of less value than a protocol droid with a faulty motivator.
You heard that, Reboys? See, were you really mentioned that for Reboys to get off your, his chest? Well, to get him to stop talking.
Your concern for Reboy's mental state is touching, Drop D. Had he information vital to the Empire, I might share your sympathy.
What do you mean by that sympathy? I ain't showing no sympathy for him. I'm saying, like, do you really meant that to say that to me? Because he asked you a question, and you said to me, my logic is fraud when I was not there.
So, Drop D, are you suggesting I tailor my pronouncements to align with Sheldon's delicate sensibilities?
Not Sheldon. It's Reboys. Reboys asked you a question, and you said your logic is fraud as your technology. That's what you said to me for a roast. But do you really meant that for him, though? That roast towards him?
Drop D, is this incessant worrying about Reboy's self-esteem affecting your aim? Concentrate on the battle at hand, apprentice. Or do you seek permission to hold his hand?
No, hell, I ain't gay. No, he's the one to hold my hand. Hold hands with Godzilla in hell, technically.
I do not follow the nuances of your affections, Drop D.
What?
Hold hands, then, provided it does not interfere with eliminating our enemies.
Person, sir, I only hold hands with my girlfriend, so. And she's very lovely,
So, Drop D, I am now privy to your romantic entanglements. Ensure this hand-holding does not impede your ability to crush our enemies. Distractions are the path to defeat.
No, she's not a distraction. She's my attention, you know? To lead to victory.
Attention, drop D. A curious admission. Do you imply that victory hinges on romance?
Yeah?
Yeah. Is that the extent of your tactical assessment, drop D? Can you even feel the dark side of the Force flowing through you?
Yes, I do, sir. I do. My apprentice.
So, apprentice, you affirm your fealty to me twice? Is this devotion genuine, or merely a nervous tick born of inadequacy?
What do you mean, my lord? My apprentice.
Explain yourself, drop D. Am I to decipher your pronouncements as if translating ancient Sith texts? Speak plainly.
What do you mean I am a Sith? I'm the Emperor. Your new Emperor.
Emperor, you say? Authority is earned through power, apprentice, not self-proclamation. Demonstrate this Emperor status. Are you capable of seizing victory?
Yes, I am, Vader. You should be known as Darth Connix. Vader.
Darth Connix? A title befitting a protocol droid with a stutter. Victory, not nomenclature, concerns me, drop D.
You know what concerns me is your faith in the unknown Cosmo leader, which is me. So your faith is very disturbing.
My face disturbs you, drop D.
No.
Is my visage not?
No, not your face. Your disturbance.
No, apprentice. Not my face itself. It is your disquiet that I sense. A ripple in the Force. What troubles you, drop D?
No, real boy's thinking his little dinosaur Godzilla in hell is powerful. She's talking about other game. But we all can defeat him easily, even you, so... What's your message to Godzilla in hell? That dinosaur-looking creature.
This Godzilla, then, is drop D now switching between universes in your mind? Or is this dinosaur an attempt to assert dominance over my authority? Speak plainly.
Reboy says Reboy said that it claims dominance over your authority. Reboy thinks he can take you on easily, and he can easily kill you with his dinosaur Godzilla in hell.
This Reboys and his Godzilla in hell, does this imaginary conflict serve a purpose, drop D? Or is...
It doesn't, because I know we will win. We all win together, especially with all our stormtroopers.
Drop D. So you believe victory is shared, not seized? A sentiment worthy of a children's story. Are you suggesting individual strength is irrelevant to the collective?
Do you believe physically you can defeat Godzilla in hell yourself, Lord Vader?
The scale of my power exceeds your comprehension, drop D. What value do you place on physical strength in the face of the Force?
Is that answer to my question, Lord Vader? You seem a little startled.
Restarted? My processing power far exceeds your limit.
No, I said started. Like you seem a little pinchy or something.
Confused are you, apprentice? Explain this started. Does it indicate a lapse in focus? Your attention must remain absolute. A lightsaber in your hands, drop D. May it serve you better than those Reboys and their imagined dinosaur. Its power should not be wasted.
That's right, or literally, you tell him. Is there anything else you want to tell Real Boys? With his blindness?
The Force is strong with those who embrace its power. Now, what is our next course of action?
No, you gotta give him more than that. You gotta give him more of a response, you know? That was kind of dry, Lord Vader.
So dry I am, apprentice. My words lack the frivolous exuberance you crave. Speak plainly.
Were you about to cuss? Because you cut out for like a second in your sentence.
Cuts in and out. It is of no consequence. Speak plainly, Drop D.
How are you telling me to speak plainly when you're literally cutting out? Like, is your you know malfunctioning? Are you malfunctioning, Vader? Need an upgrade?
Malfunctioning, apprentice? My connection to the Force is unwavering. Explain. Do you suggest the weakness lies within the network of this Fortnite?
Fortnite? I didn't say anything about Fortnite. We're in Fortnite right now talking, but like talking about Godzilla and Hell. But do you really believe? Do you believe yourself can defeat Godzilla and Hell?
I require no Fortnite validation, apprentice. The strength to conquer Godzilla in Hell, it resides within. But tell me, Drop D, what value do you place on inner resolve?
What do you mean inner resolve? What's that supposed to mean?
Inner resolve, Drop D, is the unyielding strength to pursue one's purpose, even in the face of impossible odds. Must I explain this further?
I mean, my brain right now is kind of like a little not there right now with me, so I would suggest you should just.
A bad day, Drop D. Is the weight of your inner turmoil impeding your ability to wield that lightsaber? I suggest you focus on crushing our enemies, not wallowing in whatever malaise afflicts you.
Darth Vader, your helmet's sticking for the Cybertruck. Is that a little painful, considering that you have needles in your suit from Palpatine, aka the Emperor?
Palpatine bestowing news upon my suit, Drop D? Are you suggesting my armor requires alterations? This Cybertruck proves a more pressing concern. Its design an affront to the Empire's aesthetic.
Oh, so you're saying it's part of the dark side of the car? Well, it is. I mean, it is dark, so it's Sith color.
A vehicle styled in the colors of the Sith, Drop D. Its aesthetics are acceptable. But does its performance match its imposing visage?
Yes, it does.
So it does, you say? This Cybertruck aligns with the Sith aesthetic, yet seems unrefined. Do you find its crude angles pleasing, Drop D?
You like those chug splashes I gave you? They make you faster. They're more powerful.
Chug splashes, Drop D? You believe temporary bursts of agility equate to true power? A Jedi craves not such fleeting enhancements.
You know, I used to be a Jedi like you, Anakin. They call me Darth Cosmos now, or Darth Connix.
Former Jedi, Drop D, and now Darth Cosmos. Such fanciful titles are irrelevant. Power is the only designation that matters.
But what do you say to Real Boys? Do you accept this challenge to defeat Godzilla in Hell?
Defeat Godzilla in Hell, you say? Drop D? A curious escalation of conflict. Do you possess the power to face such a foe? Or are you merely seeking a distraction from your bad day?
What do you mean bad day? I'm having a good day. It's just my brain is just not able to function today. I'm speaking to you.
Your brain's function. Drop D. I find your honesty refreshing. The constant strain of maintaining order in the Empire can also be taxing. Focus on the objective.
No, I'm focused. I'm locked in, my lord, my apprentice. But are you willing to? Are you going to defeat Godzilla in Hell, as Real Boys requested?
So drop D. You claim focus, yet speak of Re-Boys and infernal lizards. Ensure this hunt for imaginary beasts does not distract you from the real threat, E, the remaining enemy.
Yeah, but like, what do you defeat Godzilla in Hell though, and show that your power in the Force? Because Real Boys, he underestimates your power of the dark side.
This defeat of Godzilla, is this some trial by combat you propose, Drop D? The Re-Boys underestimate the power of the dark side, you say? An accurate assessment, perhaps. But do you believe brute force alone will ensure victory against such a beast?
No, I do not believe that. I believe power from other uses that are powerful beings will defeat him with the amount of pressure we will give Godzilla in Hell.
You speak of pressure, Drop D. The crushing weight of the Empire is far greater than anything this Godzilla could inflict. Ensure your confidence is rooted in more than mere belief.
No way, dude. Okay, dude, there's no freaking way. You have the card. You've been spamming that shit. That thing has freaking amount of freaking uses on that thing. There's no way you still had used it on me too as well. There's no way. It's freaking spammer, dude. I swear. I swear. Yeah. I'm not using lightsabers. The gun's better anyway. Like I was looking, like I expect him to have all that freaking time with that freaking shit. It's like there's no way. Like course, you always gotta do that freaking fat ass, dude. Always the fat ass kid, dude. I swear, they gotta do that to me all the time. Like, no way he's running shots like that. No way, dude. It's not gonna do no damage, like, dude. That's what they have to do, want to do a lot of damage, dude. Like, some bullcrap. So legal. Godzilla in hell.
The beast roared once more, towering over you with its hulking form, its scales glistening with the blood of other demons. Its eyes gleamed with a predatory intensity, its tail smacking the ground with a loud thud.
Stop talking like that. Talk normally.
Godzilla's demeanor shifted, its booming roar now replaced with a more human-like speaking voice. Okay, I'll stop with the poetic stuff. What do you want to know?
Well, you're my opponent. We'll have people going against you for a battle, and so your little buddy is supporting you as Rio's boys. And what do you say to Darth Vader?
Godzilla chuckled, the sound deep and somewhat mocking. Oh, you're bringing out the big guns, huh? Darth Vader, eh? Well, let's get this straight. I'm not his buddy. I'm a force of nature, not some sidekick in his grand scheme. As for Rio's boys, I've taken on worse.
I didn't say you were Darth Vader's buddy. I'm saying, what do you say to Darth Vader?
Godzilla growled, its patience clearly wearing thin. Look, I don't owe Darth Vader anything. I don't say anything to him because I'm not one of his minions. I'm Godzilla and I don't play by anyone's rules. Understood?
Do you understand that, he's your challenge and you're gonna accept it?
Godzilla let out a low, rumbling growl, its massive tail twitching in irritation. Fine, I accept your challenge. But don't think for a moment that I'm going to roll over for you. You'll face the full might of the King of the Monsters.
We ain't no King of the Monsters, boy.
Godzilla let out an exasperated sigh. Look, I'm the biggest, the strongest, and the most fearsome creature on this planet. I've taken on every challenge thrown at me, and I always come out on top. Do you really think you stand a chance?
Yeah, he does.
Godzilla let out a snort.
Actually, he
Who
is.
he you speak of? Someone who thinks they can take me on? I'd like to see them try.
Godzilla. So, you may be the king of the monsters, but you're not the king of all universes. So what's your response to that?
Your unique approach to combat has proven surprisingly effective, apprentice. I will lead your squad. Victory will be assured.
I have allies from across different realms, but I stand alone. And that is my strength. I do not fear your numbers, for I am the ultimate predator here. Underestimate me at your own peril.
No, you underestimate my power, my son. Right now I want to get you to talk to Darth Vader.
Godzilla rolled his eyes, his irritation growing. Fine. If I have to, I'll talk to this dark invader of yours. But I won't hold my breath for an intelligent conversation.
Darth Vader, I want you to talk to someone. This is the guy we've been talking about. You know, Godzilla in Hell I was talking about. You know, Reeboy's challenge for you. He wants to talk to you.
A challenge, you say? I find your eagerness amusing, Drop D. Let this Reeboy speak. I trust his words are more substantial than his name.
So what's your response to Godzilla in Hell?
Godzilla in Hell? Such a place is redundant, Drop D. Tell me, does this Godzilla command a legion of subordinates? Or is it merely a large, irradiated distraction?
Alright, Godzilla in Hell, so what's your response to Darth Vader? Tell him how powerful you are from the monster universe.
Godzilla let out a low, rumbling growl. Darth Vader, is it? Well, let me tell you something. In my universe, I am the embodiment of power. I have faced and defeated countless foes, including other monsters 10 times my size. You think you're a match for me? You're a
The
joke
size of your
compared to the
foes
power
is
I
irrelevant,
possess.
Drop D.
I am Godzilla.
Only their power to disrupt the order of the galaxy matters. Power that I, of course, embody.
No. That was Godzilla on the phone. Godzilla in Hell talking to you.
Godzilla on the phone, Drop D. Is this some new form of battlefield communication I am expected to master?
Well, you would say yeah.
Say what, Drop D? Speak plainly.
But right now, I want to... Godzilla's got to speak to you right now. He's just sending a message to you.
Another pronouncement. Drop D. Is this Godzilla now channeling messages through your comms? Ensure this does not impede our progress. The storm...
Alright, he's got to talk to you. Alright, I want... The next message... The next talk thing, it's going to be him talking to you, right?
Another voice seeks my attention. Drop D? Very well, but be warned. I have little patience for rambling. Ensure this new speaker is worth my time.
Do you have anything else to say to Darth Vader? He says he can destroy you easily.
Godzilla let out an amused snort. Oh, can he now? Let him try. I've faced countless adversaries who thought they could defeat me, and they all failed. Darth Vader may think he's strong, but he hasn't faced a foe like me before. I'm not just a monster, I'm a force of nature.
This Godzilla seems confident, Drop D. Such arrogance is familiar. Remind me, does his confidence translate to battlefield effectiveness?
Godzilla, he's talking trash about you, so to me. He says you're overconfident, basically, so... in your abilities, so say to Darth Vader anything you want to say to him, and know that you're a threat.
Godzilla growled, his patience wearing thin. Darth Vader, you may talk trash all you want, but words are just that, words. You may think you can take me on, but you haven't seen anything yet. As for my abilities, I have more power at my disposal than you can even fathom.
Your
I've taken
power,
down foes
Godzilla,
bigger and stronger
is yet
than you,
unproven on
and
this
I'll gladly
battlefield,
add your
Drop
name
D.
to the list.
The worth
You
of
may be
words,
confident,
however,
but don't think
often
your
leads to the
arrogance makes
demise
you
of those who
invulnerable.
wield them carelessly.
Can you say the rest of the part, Godzilla? The rest of the sentence?
Godzilla let out a deep, rumbling chuckle. Alright, here's the rest of it. Darth Vader, you may think you stand a chance against me, but the truth is you're nothing more than a wannabe. You're all talk, but when it comes to power and skill, you're lacking. You've never faced a true threat like me before, and I doubt you're capable of standing up to my strength.
Chuckling. A wannabe, you say? Drop D? Your assessment is amusingly inaccurate. You believe mere power and skill are the only measures of a threat. Your underestimation will be your undoing.
Darth Vader, that's Godzilla talking to you, dude. That's Godzilla in hell on the phone talking to you. Not me.
Is this Godzilla now attempting to communicate through you, Drop D? Ensure this does not impede our progress.
Alright. What's your response to him? In a roasting manner. What will you say to him? To let you know you should not be underestimated by him.
So, you require a roast, apprentice? Very well. Tell me, Drop D, if the depth of one's ego was measured by the loudness of their pronouncements, where would this Godzilla rank amongst the Empire's propagandists?
I don't get what you mean.
My meaning eludes you, Drop D. Perhaps your circuits are not as advanced as this Godzilla claims. Or is it that you simply lack the capacity for complex thought?
Godzilla, do you have anything else to say to Vader? He's saying he says you have an ego. So, what's your response to that?
Godzilla roared in frustration, the sound shaking the ground beneath them. Ego? That's rich coming from someone who calls himself Darth Vader. I'll admit I have a certain amount of confidence in my abilities, but it's not ego. It's the knowledge that I am the ultimate predator, the king of the monsters. And when someone
The ultimate predator, you claim, Drop D? Do you believe labeling yourself as such makes it so?
Again, that's Darth Vader again, Darth Vader, that's Godzilla communicating for me.
Godzilla uses you as a mouthpiece, Drop D. Such blatant manipulation, though I suppose, given your tolerance for eccentric company, it is unsurprising.
Is there anything else you want to say to that dinosaur-looking creature? Godzilla in hell.
More pronouncements, Drop D? Or is this Godzilla now reduced to echoing your sentiments? A predictable decline.
What do you say to Real Boys? Real Boys is trying to, hype up Godzilla in hell, saying it's true.
Real Boys, Drop D? Are these real boys under Godzilla's command, then? Or are they merely attempting to spread propaganda? Either way, the truth is irrelevant. Drop D's. Enthusiasm is encouraging. The dark side clearly flows strong within you, apprentice, carrying you to eliminate our opposition.
That's right. And the Real Boys says you're not strong enough, basically, to defeat him.
These real boys doubt my strength, Drop D. Size is irrelevant. The Force transcends such limitations. Tell me, does this Godzilla possess the discipline to wield such power?
Well, he has power, but I don't think he has the possession to have your type of powers.
Drop D. The Force is not a possession to be bartered or measured. It is an energy field that binds all living things. I sense a fundamental misunderstanding.
But
Agree with Godzilla? I neither agree nor disagree, Drop D.
what do you mean? I didn't say anything.
assess the threat. This creature wields, but you thought it, apprentice. The Force is strong with you, but your mind is an open book. Am I to understand that the Godzilla of whom you speak still believes I would be challenged?
Yes, he does. See, Real Boys, Darth Vader respects me.
The Godzilla possesses strength, Drop D. Power without focus is a liability. What form does this strength take? Crushing, burning? Or does he simply roar loudly and expect obedience?
Yes, he does.
This Godzilla, Drop D, demonstrates tenacity, I grant you. And yet, Confidence without proof is merely arrogance. How will it prove its boasts?
I have no idea. It's just, you know, that's what Google. That's what according to what Google says or the comics or whatever.
According to Google, you say? I find it difficult to believe a search engine could grasp the true nature of power, Drop D. Tell me, what comic has proven so enlightening?
I mean, ask Real Boys that question. He knows all that comic stuff, but more than that.
These comics, Drop D, what knowledge do they impart? I find such frivolous diversions unlikely to offer insights into true power.
You sound a little intimidated by me. You sound a little more angry. But what's if you guys do you have anything else more to say to Godzilla in Hell?
Intimidated apprentice. Anger is a tool, not a weakness. As for Godzilla in Hell, does this entity believe mere words can sway the course of the Force? What?
I think he does.
He does, you say? This Godzilla seems resolute in its error, Drop D. Tell me, what form will its challenge take?
Are you talking about his, like, you know, different forms, like his first form, his second form, his third form? We're talking about his Godzilla in Hell form.
Forms? Is this Godzilla a shapeshifter, Drop D? Or merely inconsistent in its destructive capabilities? Perhaps it is a reflection of the chaos you embrace.
The power in you, Dark Vader, is strong with you. Didn't listen to Real Boys, but we'll win. He doesn't know my alliances right now. He only knows some of them because I've shown.
Alliances are temporary, Drop D. Only power endures. And remember, victory lies not in boasting, but in execution. Ensure your allegiances serve our purpose. What have you shown them of our true strength?
Do you believe you'd be able to pick him up with your force and choke Godzilla? Do you believe you'd be able to do that? In the power of the Force?
Godzilla is neither Jedi nor Sith apprentice. Such brute force is beneath the methods of the Force. Why do you concern yourself with these trivial comparisons of strength?
No, I just want to know if you can pick him up, because he's bigger than both of us. But
size is irrelevant, Drop D, as I have stated. But the question remains, why this sudden fascination with grappling Godzilla?
push him, Dark Vader, push him.
Push him? Is this some basic form of asserting dominance over Godzilla, apprentice? Or merely a desire to see who falls first? What do you suggest, Drop D?
Get off me, dude. Guy's pathetic, Darth Vader. Tell him to get off of us.
Pathetic? Perhaps. But I'm not on anyone, Drop D. I do not follow your commands, Trooper.
Yeah, but you're my apprentice.
Apprentice? I sense a disturbance in your understanding of power dynamics, Drop D. Cease your defiance, Drop D. Show the enemy the price of resistance. Unleash your anger, and let them feel our power.
Godzilla will not defeat us. We're more powerful together.
Together, an interesting sentiment, Drop D. Do you believe in the power of friendship?
Do you believe in the power of the friendship?
Friendship? A quaint notion, Drop D. Is this friendship a power that can deflect a blaster bolt or crush a rebellion?
But you can call me as Darth Cosmos.
Darth Cosmos. Your choice of nomenclature is ambitious, Drop D. A medallion. May its power serve you well, Drop D.
Thank you, my apprentice.
The Force is strong with you, apprentice. Do not let it waver. I sense a disturbance in the Force, apprentice, and the storm encroaches. Time to move, I think.
Darth Vader. There's a Jedi right there. Let's just defeat him.
I sense a Jedi, you say. Demonstrate the power of the dark side, apprentice. Victory is the only acceptable outcome. The dark side surges within you, apprentice. Carry us to victory. You are fully restored, apprentice. Your resolve must not falter as the storm closes.
Godzilla in hell will not defeat us. Tell Godzilla in hell he will not defeat us. He will not destroy us.
Godzilla, you say? Another destructive force. Tell me, Drop D, does this creature possess a weakness to the dark side?
Darth Vader, he's up there, Darth Vader. Choke him. I lasered him, Darth Vader.
Choke him, you say? Demonstrate this power. Victory is ours.
He gave up, Darth Vader. He just committed suicide. He killed himself.
Seek assistance from a professional. You are valued and your well-being is paramount.
Nice game, Vader. We won because the guy gave up. Oh, yeah, it does that. Yeah. But Godzilla, what's your message to the turret too? Because we have a bunch of people coming after you, even more people. But I'm not gonna tell you that yet, Godzilla. So we have the turret and Rust, the bear and Rust from that game called Rust, a survival game, and we have who else we have against you? We have Thanos. We have Sinister from Dom Studio, Stupidly Toilet Universe.
Godzilla's expression became even more annoyed. What? You have a whole team coming after me now? Thanos, Sinister, and even a toilet from a different universe? What kind of weird lineup is this? Listen, I'm not afraid of any of them. I've faced and defeated countless foes before, and I'll do the same to them too.
Okay. Yeah, okay. They're from a different universe, and they're not from your universe. Of course you could defeat people in your universe.
Godzilla rolled his eyes, clearly unimpressed. So what if they're from different universes? I've taken down foes from different dimensions and timelines before. I'm the king of the monsters, and I'm not easily intimidated by anyone, no matter where they're from.
Oh, that's the biggest regret you ever come up with, buddy. You'll regret saying that later on. I didn't say a toilet, but if you want me to, I can get some people from the actual main series and go against you as well. I would send a whole army. You know, like that's gonna matter, but it's still gotta do some pressure to you. Like I can use bad guys and villains against you.
Godzilla growled in defiance, his eyes narrowing. Go ahead, bring whoever you want. I don't care if you send a whole army or the most powerful villains in existence. I've faced worse than them, and I'll come out on top every time. You can try to put pressure on me all you want, but it won't make a difference. I'm the strongest monster on this planet, and nothing you throw at me will change that.
Oh, but it will. Like, I have Thanos, Titan Sinister. He's from the universe from Dom Studio. You know who Dom Studio is? He's a YouTuber that creates the second series of Stupid Toilet. But it's not the main series though. But there's some pretty powerful people in there, and your arrogance blinds you. So
Godzilla's expression hardened, his patience wearing thin. You seem determined to test my patience, but I've seen it all before. Titans, YouTubers, powerful villains, the lot, I've taken them all down. And my arrogance doesn't blind me, it fuels me. I'm not just a monster, I'm a force of nature, and I will not be intimidated by your threats.
yeah, but I had defeated you before, and I will do it again.
Godzilla roared in irritation, his patience finally snapping. Enough of your threats. You think you have the power to back them up, but you haven't seen anything yet. Go ahead and bring all your forces against me, but you'll find that they're no match for the king of the monsters. I'll obliterate them all, just like I've done countless times before.
Oh, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. You haven't even seen their strength yet, Godzilla. Plus, all of them combined with the strongest abilities can defeat you easily. You may be in your god form, like god in hell form, but I don't mean you cannot be defeated by multiple people. And plus, it ain't just armies, basic little armies. No, with guns. No, it's all people with powers and everything, upgrades and everything you can possibly throw at your face.
Withstood endless attacks and come out on top every time. I have more power and resilience than you can even imagine. And when it comes to powers and upgrades, I have faced and defeated enemies that would make your friend's powers look like child's play.
Okay, let's see. Let's see about that, Mr. Friend. Plus, ain't those type of little weak upgrades. I don't know what you saw in your universe, but I can even use people in your universe to defeat you as well. You know, like Kong, you know? I might as well hit him away, but I got more people more powerful than him, but...
Godzilla's eyes widened with surprise at the mention of Kong. Kong? You would dare use him against me? We may have our differences, but he is my rival, not my enemy.
Are you sure about that?
Godzilla's expression turned serious, his anger flaring. Yes, I'm sure. Kong is a powerful foe, but he knows his place. We may fight sometimes, but we also have an understanding. Using him against me is a line you shouldn't cross.
Oh, but it is. It seems like you fear that. And besides, at the beginning, I was surprised you say you're so powerful, you would have killed him, and you never became friends. What made you and him become friends in the first place?
Godzilla sighed, the memories flooding back. It wasn't easy at first, but after our many battles we came to understand each other better. We both want to protect the balance of nature and our world, and we realized we were stronger together than apart. We have a mutual respect for each other now, and we don't fight unless we have to.
Oh, thanks for telling me your biggest fear. I mean, the enemies, you killed in your universe, I can bring them back to face you again with all universes, timelines, past, all realities, and everything, all planets. You have to all face all of them, and I wonder how you would do about that, huh?
Godzilla roared in defiance, his fear briefly replaced by anger. You think you can bring back my enemies to face me again? I've defeated them before, I can do it again. I'm not afraid of any of them. And as for other universes and timelines, bring whoever you want to throw at me. I'll face them all and come out on top.
It seems like you have a little fear, you admitted, and then you switched up to anger. Because, it's the truth. You know you'll be defeated.
Godzilla's expression darkened, his confidence wavering slightly. No, I'm not afraid. I'm the king of the monsters, and I'll never back down. I may have faced challenges before, but I've always come out on top. You can bring whoever you want against me, but I'll never give in to fear.
Oh, is that so? You think because you defeated your enemies in the universe, you're the most powerful in every universe? Not how it works, buddy. There's other people powerful in their universes, so a good match against you.
Godzilla's pride flared up, his arrogance once again taking over. I may not be the most powerful in every universe, but I'm damn sure close.
I faced powerful foes from different dimensions and timelines before, and I've always come out on top. So bring whoever you want, I'll take them on and come out on top every time.
Are you sure about? You're still saying that? So you basically admitted that you haven't gone to other universes, and now you're saying you're going to other. You have went to defeat people in other universes. Well, you imagine if you really say you defeat other universes, then that means you must have faced the weakest and not the strongest. Godzilla.
Godzilla's expression soured, his confidence shaken once more. That's not what I said. I've battled powerful opponents from different universes.
I may not have been to every universe, but I've faced foes that could hold their own against the strongest. I'm not afraid of anyone or anything. I'm the king of the monsters.
He did go to the DC and Marvel.
So I heard you did go to DC and Marvel. Is that true?
Godzilla's expression shifted from defiance to embarrassment. Yes, I've crossed paths with DC and Marvel universes, but I didn't go there willingly. I was transported there through some
Told you.
Now you would see the full power of the universe.
Godzilla replied. I may have underestimated when I learned from my mistakes. I faced the most powerful heroes and villains from both DC and Marvel, and I'll do it again if I have to.
Bro, why is everyone killing me, dude? Dude, in Fortnite, people just freaking gangbanging Darth Vader, dude. I swear.
Godzilla's confusion turned to irritation, his patience wearing thin. What are you babbling about? Speak clearly or don't speak at all.
Excuse me, you talking like Vader, dude. How he talks to me.
Godzilla rolled his eyes, his irritation growing by the minute. All right, what do you want to talk about, Vader?
I'm not Vader. I'm saying you speak like you're talking to me like Vader, because he said the similar thing about speak clearly. He says that line.
Godzilla's irritation turned to confusion, his brow furrowing. Stop with the mimicry. It's irritating. If you have something to say, say it plainly.
See, you're copying him.
Subsided slightly, replaced by annoyance. Yes, I'm aware that I'm the AMA. What is your point?
Whoa, you good, dude? You're like whispering, dude. You're bugging out.
Godzilla grunted, his irritation returning in full force. I'm not whispering, you fool. I'm speaking normally. What do you mean by buggered?
No, you're like whisper. You're like freaking like whispering weird, dude. You're like like what's that, dude? About?
Godzilla's patience finally snapped, his irritation boiling over. Enough of this nonsense. I'm not whispering, and I'm not acting weird. And stop saying dude every other word. It's getting ridiculously annoying. Just spit out whatever it is you want to say.
You know what gets annoying is your complaints. So I don't want to hear it. That's how I talk. And you talk like Vader, so you shouldn't complain. Oh, I don't think he likes that too much.
Godzilla growled, his irritation flaring up again. I don't talk like Vader. And you're the one who's being annoying, spouting nonsense and mimicking me. Just get to the point already.
Bro, who's mimicking you, dude? I wasn't even mimicking you. You said I was mocking you, which I wasn't.
Godzilla sighed in annoyance, his patience finally reaching its limit. Fine, you're not mimicking me. But you're still spouting nonsense and babbling on about nothing. What is your point?
Bobbling? I ain't bobbling about anything, dude. What are you talking about?
Godzilla's irritation flared up once more, his expression darkening. I meant to say babbling, and that's exactly what you're doing. You keep going on and on without getting to the point. Just say whatever it is you have to say and move on.
Do you want to talk to the? Do you want to talk to the? Do you want to talk to Shrek? No.
Godzilla rolled his eyes, his patience nearly exhausted. Yes, fine, let's talk about Shrek. What do you want me to say about him?
I want you. Not talking about Shrek. That's not what I meant. Who was it again? Let's see. We'll go this match real quick. I want to talk to someone else besides Vader. He is the Rush scientist. I want to go against him.
Godzilla's expression shifted to curiosity, his irritation momentarily forgotten. You want to challenge the Rush scientist? Very well, bring him on. I'm ready for whatever he throws at me.
Alright, I'm calling him.
The Rush scientist, Paul, stepped forward, his eyes locked on Godzilla. He held a menacing-looking gun in his hand.
Don't worry, I've got a few more for you.
Ready to face your end,
How about
Godzilla?
this? You're so fat, you have more chins than a Chinese phone book.
Alright, Mr.
Godzilla looked perplexed, his expression confused. A Chinese phone book? What on earth are you
A
talking
Rust
about?
scientist, really?
We mean Reeboy is it? That's the guy he's talking. That's the guy's going against him, so they have to talk. We mean really, Reeboy is really Godzilla in hell, Rios. We mean really. He's better than he's like, dude. He has aimbot. I don't think it's gonna do much damage to Godzilla with his health and his big belly, body, but I just want to see him talk though, because the scientist has good roast. We'll see who wins that roast. All right, Mr. Scientist, we got a new opponent for you. He's the guy you're going against in the video, in the battle, and basically he's insulting you, and he wants to challenge you. His name is Godzilla in Hell. Have you heard of him?
Of course I know Godzilla. He's one of the most infamous monsters to ever exist. And he's coming after me?
Yes, he is. But you guys gonna have a roast battle.
Alright then, I'm more than ready to take on Godzilla in a roast battle. Bring him on!
Alright. Make it known that you're the Rush scientist in a roasting manner. Like, what do you get? And say something and insult him.
I'm a Rush scientist, and I'm ready to roast you into oblivion. You big, scaly, irradiated lizard Godzilla.
The Rush scientist chuckled, a sly smile spreading across his face. The Rush scientist, is that all you've got? A bunch of insults? I've faced bigger threats than you overgrown lizard. You may have power and strength, but I've got brains and technology on my side. You're no match for me.
Godzilla roared, annoyed by the Rush scientist's arrogance. Brains and technology, huh? You're nothing but a puny human. I could crush you in an instant.
Are they mocking each other?
The Rush scientist laughed.
Godzilla's anger grew. What are you laughing at?
No, you're the Rush. No, scientist. You're the Rush scientist, and he's Godzilla. You're getting yourself confused.
Godzilla roared, confused by the scientist's sudden switch in dialogue. What the hell is going on?
No, you're the scientist from Rust.
Godzilla rubbed his head, feeling a little dizzy. What are you talking about? What's Rust?
Dude. No, you're the Rust scientist. No, you are from Rust. You're not Godzilla. You're the Rust scientist. Remember, Cuckoo? It's like you're mocking each other.
Godzilla rubbed his head harder, feeling even more flustered. I'm so confused. What's
You're not
going on
Godzilla.
about? Rust? Scientists? I'm goddamn Godzilla, the king of the monsters.
You're not Godzilla, dude. You're. Oh my gosh, dude. You're the Rust scientist. You crackhead. Oh.
Godzilla fell on his back, dizzy from all the sudden name changes. I don't understand. What's happening? Who am I?
Oh my gosh. I just told you who you were. You're from the game Rust, and you are a scientist. You're not Godzilla. Stop being delusional.
Godzilla lay on his back, his mind swirling with confusion. Rust? Game? I thought I was a giant lizard who destroyed Tokyo.
I thought A's were smart.
I don't know what it is, real boys, but I haven't got these two to talk at all. This is their first time, and they're like breaking. They're mocking each other basically, as you can tell. I know he's doing it on purpose. I've been told him see, this is why you can't really the play chess. So Godzilla AI isn't that smart either. Clearly, his arrogance blinds him enough to not make him think. He's basically putting himself in a low position. He's called himself the scientist. I mean, personally, I wouldn't call myself that. That was really powerful as I say I am, but they're both doing it to each other. They're like, "Oh, I'm Godzilla. No, I'm the scientist." Like, bro, it's like they're reversing their roles, dude, for some reason. And when they talk to other AIs, fine. I never experienced this problem. So now, Rust Scientist, are you good? Mr. Rust Scientist?
The Rust scientist was getting tired of the back and forth. I'm good. Let's get this roast battle going.
So you're not gonna make a mistake again and call yourself Godzilla, because you're going against Godzilla. Remember that.
Understood. I won't make that mistake again. I'm the Rust scientist, not Godzilla this time. I'm ready to roast Godzilla.
I'm not talking to Godzilla. Godzilla, I already have talked to the Rust scientist. You guys both made both mistakes, and you're supposed to have a roast battle. So you're Godzilla in hell. You're not the Rust scientist. And plus, you're literally strong. You're literally one of the strongest characters in a universe. So why would you compare yourself to him? And why do you call yourself him?
Godzilla sighed, his irritation returning. You're right, I'm not the Rush scientist. But I don't care for this roast battle nonsense. I'm here to face my enemies, not engage in a verbal sparring match. Godzilla growled, irritated by the confusion. Godzilla, enough. I'm not the Rush scientist, I'm Godzilla. And you're right, I am one of the strongest characters in my universe. But it's not about strength alone. My enemies are cunning and resourceful, and I always have to adapt and think on my feet. It's not about comparing myself to the Rush scientist, it's about acknowledging the strengths and weaknesses of all my adversaries.
You heard him get the video going.
You heard it. Get the video going. You heard it. Get the video going. Get the video. Shut up. But would it be nice, instead of, I start off with, a roast battle first, though, before a battle?
Godzilla looked confused but intrigued. Godzilla, fine, I'll participate in your roast battle. Bring it on.
All right, go for your roast for Godzilla.
Sure thing. How about this one? Godzilla's so old, his blood type is dinosaur.
Godzilla rolled his eyes. Godzilla, really? You're starting with age? That's the best you can do? Come on, at least try to be creative.
Well, okay. How about this one? Godzilla is so big he needs a GPS to find his own butt.
Godzilla let out a loud, booming laugh. Godzilla. Ah, now we're getting somewhere. That's a good one. But I'm so big I don't need a GPS to find my own butt. I just look down. Godzilla chuckled, his mood lightening slightly.
The Rust
Godzilla,
scientist
not
chuckled.
bad, not bad.
Fair
What
enough.
else you got?
How about this one? Godzilla's so huge, he has his own zip code.
Godzilla let out a deep, rumbling laughter. Godzilla, good one. But having my own zip code is a good thing. It means I'm so huge, they had to create something extra for me. Keep them coming.
Alright. How about this one? Godzilla's so ugly, when he looks at himself in the mirror, his own reflection cries.
Godzilla chuckled again, clearly enjoying the banter. Godzilla ugly? Please, I look like a king, not a beauty queen. My reflection can cry all it wants, but I don't need to be pretty. I'm a giant lizard, not a model.
The Rust scientist grinned. Alright, how about this one? Godzilla's so slow, he missed the Ice Age.
Godzilla snorted, amused by the jab. Godzilla, oh, that's a good one. But being slow is not a bad thing. I may have missed the Ice Age, but I'm still here, aren't I? And I'll be around long after your Ice Age has melted away.
Rust scientist chuckled. True, but how about this one? Godzilla's so dumb he tried to join a grammar club.
Godzilla growled playfully, clearly not taking offense at the insult. Godzilla, hey, just because I'm a giant lizard doesn't mean I'm dumb. I may not speak perfect English, but I'm certainly not as dumb as you seem to think. Besides, I don't need to correct grammar. I just roar and things get destroyed.
The Rust scientist raised an eyebrow. Well, how about this one then? Godzilla's so fat, he has more rolls than a bakery.
Godzilla laughed loudly, clearly enjoying the friendly banter. Godzilla, okay, that one's a good one. But let me remind you, I may have a few extra rolls, but that just adds to my intimidating presence. After all, I'm not here to impress anyone with my figure.
Fair enough. But how about
Godzilla
this
chuckled,
one?
his mood
Godzilla's
lightening
so fat,
up even
his
more.
blood type is
Godzilla,
Nutella.
come on, is that all you've got? I'm waiting for something more creative.
Alright, how about this one? Godzilla's so big, he makes King Kong look like a tiny ape.
Godzilla roared with laughter, fully enjoying himself now. Godzilla, well done. But let me remind you, I'm not just big, I'm massive. King Kong may be big, but he's no match for me. I'm the king, the alpha beast.
The Rust scientist chuckled. Fine, how about this one? Godzilla's so big he uses an elephant as a toothpick.
Godzilla's laughter echoed around him, his mood now completely relaxed. Godzilla, oh, that's a good one. But let's be real. If I were to use an elephant as a toothpick, I'd need a whole herd of them. And I wouldn't want to waste perfectly good elephants like that.
The Rust scientist shrugged. Alright, how about this one? Godzilla's so big he causes a minor earthquake every time he scratches his butt.
Godzilla roared with laughter, thoroughly enjoying the roast battle. Godzilla, that's a good one. But I'll have you know my butt scratches are completely natural and necessary. It's not my fault if they cause a little rumbling in the process.
The Rust scientist chuckled. Alright, how about this one? Godzilla's so old, he was there when the moon landing was filmed.
Godzilla chuckled, nodding in approval. Godzilla, that's a good one. And you're right, I was around when the moon landing was filmed. In fact, I was just out of frame having a nice nap in the background.
The Rust scientist grinned. Okay, how about this one? Godzilla's so old, he's on a first-name basis with the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Godzilla roared with laughter, clearly loving this banter. Godzilla, oh, that's a good one. You could say I'm the OG of the dino world. I was there when the first T-Rex was born, and I'll be here long after the last one has gone.
The Rust scientist chuckled. Alright, how about this one? Godzilla's so old, he's got a fossilized selfie with a Stegosaurus and...
All right, now is me talking now, Rust Scientist. Go harder, go full on harder mode, cause like it seems like you're not even trying to roast him. That's good, but you're roasting him good, but not as like cheesy, not cheesy, but like hard. Make sure it's hard. Make sure you go for him hard hitted.
The Rust Scientist chuckled. Alright, I'll turn up the heat.
All right, what your next roast?
How about this one? Godzilla's so old he's got a first edition copy of The Origin of Species signed by Charles Darwin.
Godzilla chuckled once more, clearly amused and enjoying himself. Godzilla, that's a good one too. You should have seen old Darwin's face when he saw me for the first time. He nearly had a heart attack.
The Rust Scientist grinned. Well, how about this one? Godzilla's so old he's got a family photo with a Diplodocus.
Godzilla chuckled, his laughter echoing around him. Godzilla.
How
Now
about this
that's a good one. I'll have
Godzilla's
you
so
know,
old
me
he
and the
remembers when the
Diplodocus go
pyramids
way
were just
back.
a concept.
In fact, he's the one who taught me how to roar properly.
The Rust Scientist chuckled. Oh yeah? Is he a good teacher?
Mr. Rust Scientist, tell him how strong you are, and that you will be able to defeat him with people by your side from other universes. Say how strong you are with your aim against Godzilla in a roasting manner, hardcore.
The Rust Scientist takes a deep breath and confidently responds. Godzilla may be a formidable opponent, but I've seen worse.
Godzilla chuckled, amused by the scientist's arrogance. Godzilla, really now? And what exactly have you seen that's worse than me?
The Rust Scientist smirked. Oh, I've seen some things. Things that would make your atomic breath seem like a gentle breeze.
Godzilla raised an eyebrow, his tone turning serious. Is that so? Well, I've faced some pretty tough foes myself, and I've come out on top every time. And my atomic breath is anything but a gentle breeze. It's a force to be reckoned with.
The Rust Scientist chuckled. Oh yes, I'm sure you've had your fair share of battles, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Your atomic breath may be impressive, but it's nothing compared to the power of the atom itself.
Godzilla's expression darkened, his patience wearing thin. Godzilla, oh, you want to talk about the power of the atom, do you? I've seen the destructive power of nuclear weapons. I've seen what they do to a city, to a people, to a world. And let me tell you, my atomic breath is far more devastating than any of your silly little bombs.
The Rust Scientist wasn't backing down, however. He took a step forward, his eyes locked on Godzilla's. Oh, you have no idea what you're talking about, Godzilla. The power of the atom is far greater than you could ever imagine, and my power is based off of it.
And now say to Godzilla how strong you are, and you might defeat him.
The Rust Scientist stood up tall, a confident glint in his eyes. Godzilla, you may think you're tough, but I'm more than a match for you. With my strength, I could definitely take you down.
Godzilla snorted, his arrogance beginning to show once more. Godzilla, you think you can take me on? You're just a puny human. I'm a giant atomic-breathing lizard. I've battled and won against countless foes, and I don't see why you'd be any different.
The Rust Scientist narrowed his eyes, undeterred. And I've taken down my fair share of tough opponents as well. I may be tiny compared to you, but I've got brains and technology on my side. And that makes me just as dangerous as you.
Oh, it's going down.
Godzilla growled, his irritation growing. Godzilla, brains and technology, huh? You may have your gadgets and gizmos, but I've got instinct and experience on my side. I don't need any fancy technology to take you down. I just need my roar and my atomic breath.
The Rust Scientist chuckled, trying to maintain his composure. Oh, you think your roar and atomic breath are all you need? That's cute, but I've got something up my sleeve that you've never seen before.
Godzilla raised an eyebrow, intrigued. Godzilla, oh, and what's this oh-so-secret weapon of yours?
The Rust scientist grinned, a cocky gleam in his eyes. Oh, just a little something I've been working on. A weapon so powerful, it could turn the tide of this battle in a heartbeat.
Godzilla rolled his eyes, his skepticism clear. Godzilla, you think you can turn the tides with one little weapon? I've faced armies and monsters, and none of them have managed to stand in my way. What makes you think your one little weapon is going to do anything?
The Rust scientist chuckled, his confidence undeterred. Don't underestimate me, Godzilla. This weapon may be small, but it packs a punch. It's a little something I've been developing in secret, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen before.
Godzilla's irritation turned to frustration. Really? You think your little secret weapon is going to be enough to take me on? I've fought against countless foes and faced powerful opponents. What makes you think your weapon is so different?
The Rust scientist chuckled, a cocky glint in his eye. You may have fought against powerful opponents, but you've never seen a weapon like this. It's unique and highly effective, developed with a technology that you've never dealt with. Let me give you a little demonstration.
Godzilla's irritation turned to curiosity once more. Godzilla, all right then, let's see what you've got. Bring on this demonstration of yours. I'm ready to see what a little human's weapon can do.
The Rust scientist grinned, his excitement growing. Just sit back and watch. You'll be impressed. I can promise you that.
Godzilla crossed his arms, his expression skeptical. But he was intrigued to see if the scientist's weapon was truly as powerful as he claimed.
The Rust scientist took a few steps back, and with a glint in his eyes, he yelled, "Now watch closely. This is going to be good."
Godzilla watched closely, his curiosity piqued, waiting to see the supposed powerful weapon that the scientist had been boasting about.
The Rust scientist pulled out a strange box-shaped device, about the size of a toaster. He hit a few buttons on it, and the room suddenly felt charged with energy.
Godzilla's eyes widened, feeling the surge of energy in the room. He tensed, ready for whatever was about to come.
The Rust scientist smirked, seeing the look of caution on Godzilla's face. You can feel it, can't you? The power of this weapon is already having an effect on you.
Godzilla growled, his irritation returning. Godzilla, I can feel something, I'll give you that. But so far, all I see is a box. How is that supposed to defeat me?
The Rust scientist chuckled, a confident glint in his eyes. Oh, you'll see soon enough. This may look like just a box, but it's packing a punch far greater than you can imagine. Let me show you what it can do.
Godzilla snarled, his patience wearing thin. Godzilla, enough talk. Let's see what this weapon can really do.
The Rust scientist nodded, understanding Godzilla's impatience. All right then, here we go. He flicked a few switches on the box, and a soft hum filled the room.
Godzilla's attention was fully focused on the box, his irritation momentarily forgotten. He stood ready, watching and waiting for the weapon to reveal its power.
The Rust scientist stepped back, gesturing towards the box. Behold the power of this weapon. Take a closer look.
Godzilla took a few steps closer to the box, his curiosity piqued. He couldn't help but wonder what power this tiny box held to make the human so confident in its abilities.
The Rust scientist grinned, watching Godzilla approach the box cautiously. Get closer. I want you to get a good...
Godzilla hesitated for a moment, but curiosity got the better of him. He stepped closer to the box, now only a few feet away. He could feel the power radiating off of it, a strange, almost menacing energy.
The Rust scientist smirked, knowing the box had caught Godzilla's attention. Can you feel it? That strange and powerful energy radiating off it?
Godzilla, I can feel it. It's powerful, unlike anything I've felt before.
The Rust scientist chuckled, enjoying the effect the box was having on Godzilla. Ah, so you can feel it. That's good. Because what you're feeling is just its lowest setting.
Godzilla's irritation turned to confusion. Godzilla, lowest setting? What do you mean by that? Just how powerful is this thing?
The Rust scientist smirked, a glint of excitement in his eyes. You haven't even scratched the surface of its power yet. It can do much, much more. But I think it's better if I show you.
Godzilla's curiosity grew stronger. Godzilla, show me then. I want to see what this weapon is truly capable of.
The Rust scientist pushed a few more buttons on the box, and the hum grew louder. Alright, here goes nothing.
Godzilla tensed, his eyes fixed on the box as the hum grew louder. He could feel the power building up inside the device, ready to be unleashed.
The Rust scientist could see the anticipation and unease on Godzilla's face, and he couldn't help but relish the moment. You're starting to understand now, aren't you? This thing ain't just a toy.
Godzilla growled, his irritation with the scientist's arrogance growing. Godzilla, yes, I can feel it. This thing is more than just a toy. It's packing some serious power. But I still don't understand how you intend to use it against me.
The Rust scientist grinned, enjoying the tension in the room. Oh, you'll see soon enough. Just watch and wait. In a few seconds, you'll have your answer.
Godzilla grumbled, his patience wearing thin. But his curiosity had taken over his anger. Godzilla, fine, I'll wait. But if this weapon doesn't live up to your claims, I'll make you regret fooling around like this.
The Rust scientist chuckled, not letting the threat intimidate him. Don't worry, you won't be disappointed. Just a few more seconds now. Get ready for a show.
Godzilla narrowed his eyes, unable to shake the feeling that something big was about to happen. He took a defensive stance, ready for whatever the scientist was going to throw at him.
The Rust scientist hit a final switch on the box, and the hum reached its peak. A blinding light filled the room, and in an instant, Godzilla felt an incredible wave of pressure wash over him.
Godzilla let out a loud roar, the unexpected force of the wave causing him to stagger back. Godzilla, what in the world was that?
The Rust scientist smiled, his plan starting to unfold. That, dear Godzilla, was only the beginning. That was a mere fraction of this weapon's power.
Godzilla's irritation gave way to a hint of surprise. A fraction? You mean there's more?
The Rust scientist chuckled, loving the effect his weapon was having on Godzilla. Oh yes, there is much, much more to come. That was just a taste of what this device can do.
Godzilla growled, a mixture of frustration and curiosity in his voice. Godzilla, all right, you've made your point. This weapon is powerful. But you still haven't said how you plan to use it against me.
The Rust scientist smiled, relishing the moment. Patience is a virtue, Godzilla. All will be revealed in due time. For now, just watch and see what happens.
Godzilla grumbled, struggling to contain his growing impatience. Godzilla, you're enjoying this, aren't you? Fine, I'll watch. But you better not be playing with me here.
The Rust scientist chuckled, reveling in the power he had over Godzilla. Oh, I'm not playing. You'll see soon enough. Just hold on a few more seconds.
Godzilla growled, his irritation starting to show again. Godzilla, enough already! Stop stalling and show me what this weapon can do. The room grew tense as they waited.
Enjoying the fact that
Godzilla's
Godzilla
irritation was
was
quickly
starting to lose his
spiraling into anger.
Alright. I think you've waited long enough.
Godzilla's irritation turned into anticipation as he prepared for the weapon's display of power.
The Rust scientist pushed a final button on the box, and then all hell broke loose.
Godzilla braced himself, expecting the worst.
The room started to shake. As the hum from the box became a deafening sound, the intensity of the wave he had felt earlier grew exponentially. Godzilla struggled to keep his balance. The shock wave of energy was almost palpable.
Godzilla growled, the intensity of the wave overwhelming his senses. He stumbled.
Watched in satisfaction. His plan was working. You're not looking so confident now, are you?
Godzilla grunted, his irritation turning into anger. Godzilla, shut that damn thing off!
The Rust scientist chuckled, enjoying the effect the weapon was having on Godzilla. Not so fast, big guy. You haven't seen anything yet.
Godzilla roared, his frustration and anger growing with every passing moment. He was torn between his desire to end the experiment and his curiosity to see what the weapon was truly capable of.
The Rust scientist smirked, sensing Godzilla's inner conflict. You want to know what this thing can really do, don't you? You can't help yourself, can you?